Yellow?
Dad, I'm sleeping over at Millhouse's and I can't take it.
Come on, Bart. Read me to sleep. And do the voices.
Hello, Yertle. Oh my God. I'll be on the next plane.
Wait, she said I, not we. I don't have to go.
Sweetie, do you want to come?
Well, with all my heart. But the children need me.
Okay, I made a loaf of peanut butter and jelly. You just have to slice it into sandwiches every day.
Check.
I set the Roomba to cope with your cleaning. One last thing. This is very important, Homer. The new season of Otter Stuff drops on Netflix tonight.
Ooh, something to do.
Do not watch it without me. And we don't have a lot of things. But holding hands in a darkened room with my head on your shoulder has become the glue that seals our love.
I get it.
Thank you, homie.
Thank you, girls, for coming. Dearest, you were always our favorite aunt. Psst, over here. When she's gone, I get the P's. Easy peasy. P for salt, S for pepper. I'm walking towards a light. With a Post-it on it. Uh-oh.
Yummy book. Anyway, children, there are 400 shows you could watch right now, many with Ted Danson.
Wait for me!
Oh! Must find place to avoid pop culture discussions. Shouldn't doing something nice for your wife feel better than this?
Homer, will you read my Otter Stuff fan fiction? I threw it over Stephen King's fence, but it hit him on the head.
Why Stephen King?
He's got a low fence.
This is the last time I buy a trick from a magician's widow. Nobody's watching my show.
Why don't we do another live special?
What? I can't remember lines.
How about we have a contest? Some lucky kid gets to run around a Krusty store for 5 whole minutes and take all the toys they want.
It inspires buying, it's easy to promote, and it's the third thing someone pitched.
Let's see what else Netflix has to offer. Because you watched an 80s show featuring a monster, Elf, Roseanne, Moonlighting, The Cosby Show. No, only when we're together. It's our glue.
Homer, I'm Ted Sarandos, Chief Content Officer at Netflix.
What are you? This can't be a dream because I don't know who you are.
Do you know that she's been watching Scandinavian crime dramas with full nudity without you?
That nudity is story-driven.
Yeah, right.
Wow, I finally finished something I wasn't supposed to start. That is impressive. I won't even mind watching it again with...
Homer?
Uh-oh.
You watched it. I finally learned how little I mean to you.
Wait! No! Marge, I am sorry. Come on, it's a stupid TV show.
I don't want to hear your voice.
All right, I'll just grab my pillow and sleep on the couch.
No, you'll sleep right next to me.
Whew.
Because I want you to feel the bitter rays of ice coming from my frozen soul. I'm fine.
To enter our contest, write down in 15 words or less why you love me more than God and America.
Employees and monkeys of this network are not eligible.
Lise, will you write my essay for me?
What? You can't even come up with, I love Krusty because I'm a class clown and he's a clown with class.
You cheated on your wife, Homer.
I waited for Letty before I watched.
Quit sleeping in the garden.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
My son, what are your sins, aside from thinking our church has confession?
I watched a binge-worthy TV show without my wife.
Sorry to blow my own horn. But Netflix knows your wife better than you do. Do you know what she watches incessantly when you're not around? Dance shows. She loves them. You want to win her back? Learn to dance, my puppet.
I'll do it!
Hello, my name is Julia. Just remember, Julia believes in you. Julia will always believe in you. Julia will stay with you until you are a dancer. Now we begin. I don't know how to tell you this, but you are a terrible dancer.
It seems like you did know how to tell me that.
But I'm taking you on as my personal challenge. And when I take on a challenge, I don't quit. Homer, you're getting there. You're aware of when the music is playing.
Can't dance. Marriage over. We'll live on boat.
With one hand, you can lead a woman.
I find that hard to...
You have to come forward when I do this. You have to go back when I do this. As I push my palm into your back, you're forced to turn here.
I am.
Time to do a lift.
Are you sure? I'm pretty heavy.
No, me. Just grab my waist and hold on tight. I'm doing all the work.
Oops.
We'll work on that.
Most having, most speaking. Homer? Nah, sorry, Midge. I ain't seen him in weeks.
What do you mean? He told me he's been there every night. Another night at Moe's?
Yeah, I'm beat.
The couch.
Hey! It's time for Krusty's Toy Trample. We have 3 finalists, but only the first finisher gets to keep his toys. Losers have to pay the winner's income tax.
Dead Grandma, is that you?
On your marks, prepare to advance. Commence!
Congratulations, kid. And you also won a day with Krusty.
Day with Krusty will actually be Day with Sideshow Mel.
Don't we get anything?
Of course. Is he dying?
Not that I know of.
Well, then get him out of here.
Marge, it's me. I want to ask you one favor and I won't bother you again. There's a dress in the bedroom. Put it on and meet me at 15th and Elm.
She's here.
Why are we here?
To dance.
Let's dance. My dear. What's the game?
I've never seen this. Mom and Dad romantically in love.
Okay, Homer, catch and lift.
My dear. What's the game?
From a distance, the Simpsons were the perfect family. Homer and Marge were high school sweethearts.
She saved me from a dateless prom.
He saved me from a life with my sisters.
When I first met the Simpsons in 1947, they were building affordable homes in Pennsylvania. Little Maggie was going to be the next Lindbergh baby.
Little did the Simpsons suspect that their American dream, but that tranquility was about to be shattered in a mysterious crime that would tear the Simpson family apart. Our conscienceless reenactment begins as Marge and Lisa return home from a trip to the market.
Whatever we didn't spend, I donate to Lisa's secret college fund.
The entire college fund, $670.42, was gone.
911 dispatch, state the nature of your emergency.
There's been a robbery. Send help. 742 Evergreen Terrace.
It wouldn't hurt you to say please.
It's an emergency. You don't have to say please.
Chief, you found something?
Zero evidence of Pringles,
So, we were back at square one. It was not your typical break-in. No sign of forced entry.
Zero evidence of a break-in. Police suspicion turned to the family.
just didn't pass what cops call the smell test. I watched a lot of cop shows in my day. I consider myself something of an amateur policeman.
And so, this nuclear family began to explode as suspicion focused on one man.
Oh, what about the important clue the police missed?
Springfield detectives made a desperate plea to the public for help. They didn't have to wait long.
Nelson came to school today with a salon-quality haircut. His family doesn't even have money for milk.
I would like to accuse Marge Simpson of stealing that money to feed her gambling habit. She told my husband, the minister, that she was an addict. In confidence, but, you know.
I admit it. I couldn't resist the temptation. But then I did.
Marge walked out of the casino and off the suspect list. Shockingly, the mystery would not be solved in the first 5 minutes of the show.
That night, Mo cut him off.
Well, it's indisputable that Homer visited the kitchen before going to bed. You see, we found spaghetti sauce splatter consistent with a very violent late-night snack.
That pasta fought hard for its life. Yeah, he cleaned up the kitchen after stuffing all the money into his pockets, so we just had to get those pants.
No money in these pants.
All we find is candy-coated peanuts, popcorn, and a prize.
Now, that's some crackerjack detective work.
Deadline Springfield was in dire straits. The show desperately needed a cliffhanger commercial break. What if the real criminal mastermind was billionaire Montgomery Burns?
Need more convincing?
No. We'll be right back. Police returned to their first theory. Could Homer Simpson have done it?
Pretty clear. The chief liked Homer Simpson for this case. Yeah, but then new evidence came in that apparently cleared Homer. Phone records showed a 6-hour call from Homer's phone to a third party on the night of the crime.
Disco Stew is unavailable for you. At the beep, you know what to do.
He had a little help.
I knew it couldn't be Homer. Every Simpson is innocent.
Until proven guilty.
No, just innocent. Like any normal, healthy boy, Bart has been the focus of numerous police investigations. But a mother knows when her son is innocent, and when she's kidding herself, and when she's turning a blind eye. Also, $600? What would a 10-year-old boy do with that much money?
Slime. Bart was buying slime.
Never seen such a cooperative witness.
I'd seen all the fads, but this beat them all.
On a clear day, rise and look around. You are.
My plan was, if I owned all the slime, I'd set the price. Except, that's when the bottom fell out. Lucky for me, there was one gullible schlub who didn't realize the craze was over. I sold my entire stash to him.
So that's everyone in the Simpson family. Except for Lisa, of course. It couldn't be her, right? Nah. Well, let's look at the...
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, come on. No one, I repeat, no one would believe Lisa could do it.
But she's also a girl who wants a new saxophone.
Would she commit a crime over a new sax? Did Dave Brubeck compose in 9/8 time? He did. We'll count it out together. Go ahead. Give it a spin.
Oh, it's the best Barry sax on the market. A smooth phone jazz honker in black nickel. But I wouldn't steal for it.
When we come back, Lisa did it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, time's up.
The reed's mine.
You can't spell greed without read. Check it out. It turns out Lisa did not buy the new saxophone. Someone else did.
I've always wanted to play Barry sax. What do you think of this?
You're still a disappointment.
But if Lisa was innocent, why was she so reluctant to explain her whereabouts at the time of the crime?
Let's just say I stole the money, okay? And a documentary. See you at the Independent Spirit Awards.
I took her to her hopscotch tutor.
Lisa, just repeat after me. 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot, 2 foot, 1 foot.
So stupid. Who invented this game?
See, I told you. All innocent. What are you doing? My family's in the clear.
I want you to apologize to my wife.
I apologize.
Now promise that this scene will not be removed in editing.
I can't promise that. Only the editor can.
What a relief. So who did do it?
It was obviously Bart. It's always Bart. Hey, nothing is my fault because Dad raised me so rotten.
Well, nothing is my fault because my dad raised me so rotten.
Stop it! Stop it! You're tearing this family apart.
And stop calling the sofa a love seat. I barely like it.
The great Simpson robbery remains unsolved.
Hey, try not to dwell on your innumerable failures. Instead, you stare out to sea, try to look like you're thinking deep thoughts.
Now let's celebrate.
Ta-da! A snap-on coaster. Nifty, huh? I invented it.
How many of these things did you have made?
1,000. I wanted to start a business.
It was you. But the whole time you denied it. It was always you.
I can explain.
No explanation. Kids, get in here.
Let me just explain why. Every day you go out to your friends, to Moe's. Life to you is an adventure. And I had an idea. An idea for something that might make me somebody.
What's going on?
Well, Lisa, I'm afraid I have to say.
Lisa, I just want you to know your mother's about to say that the money was eaten by rats. Marge, I'd like to take a walk with the greatest woman ever.
Oh, from that moment on, Homer and I had never been closer.
We shared a dark secret.
The great Simpson robbery remains unsolved. Wait, what do you mean, unsolved? What the hell is this? Solve the freaking crime. Be told who did it. And I am the soothing voice, the reassuring voice that... Oh, did you hear that? Oh my God, I snapped my right vocal cord. That's the dulcet one. And I'm back.
He has an unbelievable work ethic for a voiceover actor.